Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Demon Deacons will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Just seconds into this game, we already have a turnover and haven't even snapped one from scrimmage.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Now the play fake. On the run, still looking. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
White going to attack through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Barber. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it back, looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See how the D reacts. Hard running there. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for...
Gets away from just... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot and zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He caught it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the single back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Oh, he's got some space. Drills him with the stiff arm. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Lopez to pass. Works the middle of the field. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll run it on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Caught behind the line. It's Shipp. He's not going to make it. What a job by his tracks. On the play.
Tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
Good right down the boulevard. Dar forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And the timing just a hair off. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. White wants to throw it. Working that left side now. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
I love when you change the launch point, when you move the quarterback and bootleg him outside of the pocket. You can see he does a really good job of gaining depth as he goes outside. Now he's a threat to run the football or throw it. Guys have to drop back a little bit. Then he can run the football and get a positive gain.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, UNC! Oh, that may be it, and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught over the middle. It's Mays. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Find space on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wake.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gauze. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The give on the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mays. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Going for it all. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
White going to attack through the air. This time he's got it. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. And it's no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense
Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for space to the left. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's McLaurin.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their quarterback in position to make the play?
It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throws toward the end zone.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals. And you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch. You meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
White wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Shipp. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pulls it in, it's Smothers. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Makes a grab past the marker. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Lopez to pass. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive from the 42. Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Flushed out of the pocket. This one's complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on fourth down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. White going to attack through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense that forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were
gonna let it fly. He's got it inside the 25.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shot.
Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll line up to go for two. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And how about this offense? Forget the field goal. I don't want the field goal. 4th and long, I like my chances. This offense does a great job. Nice execution. Now set up 1st and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Lopez to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate in the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Demon Deacons are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacs. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Lopez wants to fire. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got the tight end. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. There he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by a field goal over Utah State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Lets it fly deep downfield. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponents got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Lopez to pass. That's caught. It's gone. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Got a man. It's Shipp. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Now improvising. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. After this, it'll be a wrap. And they'll take a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.